IT jobs are really very lucrative. They provide you with a good salary, benefits, and working environment. Many people are attracted by all of these amenities, which is why they work harder to enter into IT company. But as there are so many job seekers, the competition is growing tougher in IT. Now, getting a job as a fresher is not that simple in IT. However, if you have skills, you will have many opportunities. And after 3 to 4 years of experience, there are many opportunities to switch job for a higher salary and position. You can really advance significantly after that. But when you turn 40, things start getting difficult because there are fewer opportunities and a small range of growth. As a result, many people believe that working in IT after the age of 40 is really challenging. And when I interact with people, they constantly ask me questions such as, does life in IT industry end at 40? How long do we survive in the IT industry? What do Indian IT workers do once they reach 40? How is the life of an IT employee after 40 to 45 years of age? What is the best way to survive in IT industry after 40 years? And so on. So I'm going to tell you in this video how you can work in IT field successfully well into your 40s or 50s. Now listen to me carefully. During the first few years of your career, you should experiment and try different things. You can also switch jobs to get a better pay or position. But when you experiment, keep track of what functions best for you. Find out what you enjoy and what you are good at. Find your area of interest and your strength as well. So by the time you gain 5 to 10 years of experience, you should have a clear idea of what you want to do for the next 20 to 25 years. You should be able to decide whether you want to move into non-technical position like administration or business analyst. There are several roles such as business analyst or project manager where you can really prosper after 40. And if you want to be in technical role, you can move from the developer positions to the architect role. There are many techno-functional roles available today. You can survive easily there with a good package if you are hands-on with technology. Only thing is that you need to keep updating yourself with the latest technologies. And therefore you can begin with any technology, but as you advance, you must decide. It is essential to determine your area of interest as soon as possible. And you should begin working in that direction with a great passion. And you will eventually see fantastic results. Look, it is not at all tough to survive after crossing 45 years. No reputed company will fire you just on the basis of age. If you manage to contribute on the basis of your experience, then it is not a big deal to survive till your retirement age. But there are people who mindlessly change their domain and technology without considering long-term career prospects. And as a result, they become jack of all trades and master of none. The company expects you to have in-depth knowledge in order to successfully lead a team. And that only happens when you devote a significant amount of time to a particular domain or technology. So it's acceptable to have a short-term perspective on job changes and salary hikes, but you should also think about how you survive in the long run. Your decisions should be based on long-term goals. For instance, after 5 to 6 years of experience, if you believe that you will succeed better in technical position, then you shouldn't take advantage of administrative job opportunities even if they are lucrative. Now, after turning 40, some people quit their IT jobs and start their own businesses. So that's another way you can set yourself up after 40. Yes, you can build your own enterprise if you have a lot of enthusiasm and energy. Building something worthwhile could take another 4 to 5 years, but once you do it, you will set for life or even be able to retire early. Now, you know what? Working abroad is another choice that many IT professionals make after 40. A lot of people go out of India where there is a high demand for labor, where age is irrelevant. They don't care about age. Even 50 plus old people can do software development, coding, or programming job. So that's another way you can prosper after 40. So after 40, in order for the company to see you as an asset and retain you at all cost, you must be extremely proficient in your field, whether technical or functional. Or another option is to relocate from India where labor is in high demand. And you can also establish your own company after 40. So as long as you are a lifelong learner and open to new ideas, the age factor is just a number. The more skills you add to your kitty, the less you need to worry for your survival. IT is different where adaptability plays a key role. This is due to the fact that technology changes faster in IT sector than any other industry. But if you are passionate about learning new things and remain adaptable to new trends, you'll be able to continue your job for longer than any other sectors. I have witnessed a live example. One of my relatives is still actively working and has no plan to retire in foreseeable future. Can you imagine he earned his BE degree in early 80s? And I also know few tech architects who have been coding for 30 years and are still employed by reputed companies. They are all in their mid 40s. I know many people who are tech leads and are in age range of 45 to 50. And I also know few people with age between 20 to 30 years and fired for not working. So it's all about being relevant and showing interest in work. Age is just a number. Alright, so that's the message I wanted to share with you. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Thank you and see you next time.